Hello and welcome. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. The wife has taken the kids to the beach. And when I say taken to the beach, she's driven for a couple of hours down to Devon. So it leaves me here all day to do a nice plodding day through the garden. Got lots of little odd jobs to do. So we'll just sort of, I'll treat it as a day diary. Also got an airing cupboard to build. That's the reason I've not gone with them. So I'll be in and out of that as well. So a nice little bit of a mix up. But anyway, let us go up and have a look at the airing cupboard. Okay, this is the airing cupboard. It's 8:55. I've got everything ready inside. It's a bit early to be starting bagging and sawing and that just at this moment though. So gonna give a bit of water to some of the weeds I'm gonna pull up. I was going to leave most of it, but some of it I need to keep on top of, mainly this centre bed. The long grass is great when it's over the grass, but it looks like it's grown in amongst the centre bed. And yeah, the reason for that is because it is grown in amongst the centre bed. So anything that's in the flower bed, any grass that's in there, I'll take out. Stuff like this, which is in the play area, it's kind of no holds barred. Everything goes in the play area at the moment. I'll let whatever wants to grow in there. So that brings me on to this stuff, which is a type of euphorbia. It's a wildflower. I'm not sure if it was here before, if I seeded it. So here is fine. It looks good. It's softening the edges. It looks like it's encroaching over. It's gone a little bit OTT in this bed, though. You can see it's all over the place. So it's all just about a flower. So I'm just going to pull all of that lot up. We've got some here, and you can see it's working its way along here. Haven't done any bindweed for a week, so we've got lots of that growing all over the sides and all up everything. And then the last bit is my landslide crack in the earth. Basically, I didn't do a good job of taking the grass out, and it's starting to grow in amongst all of it, and obviously the grass won't let anything else grow. So I'm going to edge it in, dig up the grass, being careful not to take any seedlings we might have out of that. And then I've got some yellow rattle seeds to sow in there, which is what you use apparently for creating wildflower meadows because it parasitizes grass. So hopefully that'll give me a nice edge to grow other stuff in. We'll see how it goes though. Right, it is 10 o'clock. Done most of all that lot. The euphorbia come up really nice. Of all those plants we saw that were in the bed, it was kind of 3 plants per one stalk, if you see what I mean. So it wasn't quite as bitty. The bindweed was really bitty, just loads of little ones. And then we've got the beauty of my football defenders, which they're stopping footballs coming this side into the Cyathea fronds for the most part. Is the beauty is none of it's fixed. So I'd literally just pulled them out. And now I can get in there, and it is absolute bindweed hell down here. This is a week I've done this because I pulled it all out when I did these, and that was last weekend. And just look, it's all the way up that Schefflera leaf. Climb away. It's always reached the top. It's top over there. And yeah, just all the way down there as well. So it's nice to be able to get into this little bit. These little cross braces are just, again, I've drilled halfway into the fence post. There's obviously the other fence the other side of that, so I pull them to the left a touch and then I can pull them out, so that's nice and easy. So we'll get that done, and then yeah, it's getting on for 10 o'clock. I make that good for sawing, so yeah, we'll go and do some door work after. Right, it is 3:10. I've had a couple of beers. It's all gone horribly wrong because the missus didn't take her fins for her paddleboard. So one of the family was going down about 11 o'clock. So I had to root out the whole garage, the roof, the attic space in the garage, and other such joyous things looking for it, which took me ages. I mean, it took me about 45 minutes to have a look for it all. So yeah. Anyway, we got there in the end. I'm happy now because this is all sort of done. I'm on a beer run. It's 15:45. Got the walk down by the river for a couple of extra minutes, or I can go down that way there. It'll take me a bit shorter. Just go for a walk by the river. If I see anything interesting, I will show you. I'm on the way back. Nothing crazy interesting, just this white puffy stuff. It looks like they just mowed it all down, any wildflowers. So yeah, there you go. Got a few things to do out here. You can see what happens when you have wildflowers in really fertile soil. That red campion, which is actually white, has gone absolutely mental. So, yeah, normally you see them growing out of, you know, cracks in the pavement and walls and stuff like that, but he's gone crazy, so that's good. A few little things I need to do is, if we have a look just there, you can see my wigwam. That's because there's cat mint in there, which is getting destroyed by the cats, and it's fine. Everything inside the wigwam is fine, but everything outside is not going, and it's been about 2 months now. So I've got a lavender there to put in there, so that should be quite good. At the end, that's a choisia. It was one that was reduced from B&Q, along with another one which is actually in the ground there. The one in the ground has died, and that one is alive because it's been in the back garden protecting the clematis from a football. So basically they were half price and one of them's pulled through, so I should have just bought one that was alive and been 2 months ahead of myself. But there we go. All that roseby willow herb, we're going to get rid of all that. Not all of it. The stuff that's growing out the gravel will leave, but the stuff that's in the beds will do. I've also got couple of plants to think of. We've got this Pilostagia verbenoides, and there's actually a Orcuba in there as well, as you can just see there. Got where that cat protectors are just there, the two little concrete stone things. Thinking about putting the Pilostagia in there, or I've been working on some, excuse me the mess, I've been working on a flower bed over here. Basically, translation of that is I've been chucking all my old spent potting compost in there. So the idea, I'm thinking with another Pileosagia, is sort of just to the right of that blue pot there that's led down, protecting from cats. Maybe put the Pileostagia in there and let it grow up against this wood. That's what it was always designed to do. And then maybe a Hydrangea Samanii in there or something like that. Just going forward, just so I don't have to go through it again. But on top of the bin store is my recovery zone, rehab for the ferns that die out the back. The two fronds you can see coming up, or two plants of fronds you can see. One of them's a dropped, it's Wallichiana. The other one's a dropped, it's a Trata. There's loads of other stuff in there. There's also loads of bindweed growing out of it, and as you can see, a big dandelion thistle thing. So I need to go through all that. We'll do that in a minute. Clear off all this. I'll probably swap. What I'll do is I'll take all those pots off, go through them, take the weeds out, yada yada yada, and then these pots here, because it looks a bit rough, is I'll put those up in that bit, and then I'll put any plants that have survived. There's a couple of ferns I've taken out from outside in that little tray as well. Put them in there for now. Maybe put the Pilostagia in there, and yeah, go from there. Right, it is 1920. Any change in my voice is purely coincidental. You can see the pots are up there now. We've got the stuff we can save here. Unfortunately, I did sideshow bob myself on the rake a little bit, and also when I took this whole lot out of the pot, the Tetrapanax, stinging nettle, and what I think is a drop, it's Wallichiana. Yeah, the stinging nettle flung me in the nose. So yeah, we're all good, but that's good. It builds up anti-hay fever stuff. Other than that, we've got some like good stuff in here. Stinging nettle, hart's tongue, drops as a Trata, azalea, other fern, couple of fatsias, dropped its a Trata there in the middle. The Pilosagia verbenoides, yeah, that's good. I put the jasmine, what I think is the jasmine beesnanium, which we got out the back. I didn't plant it, but beesanium, it sounds like it needs to go there. So yeah, hopefully that can clone there. It looks like the cats have been cloning up that by the look of it. So I'm going to put some more cat defenders down, but yeah, the Pileosagia verbenoides, I think that'll do well there. So I'll just leave that for a few weeks and then take out the bamboo. If we carry on around here, the pot is looking okay. So yeah, Fatsia in the middle. It didn't work out exactly how I planned. The periwinkle there, which is kind of at 5 o'clock. It really needs to be at 7 o'clock, but if I spin that pot around, it kind of doesn't look right. I mean, I might do, I don't know, but either way, we got the sage stroke mint in the pot there, so it doesn't spread too much. We've got the bushy Polysticum setiferum there. We've got the periwinkle, which will hopefully go all over all of this, and then the Fatsia, which is a little bit higher. So yeah, that should be good. Not no flower power on that, but we're all good. Oh, the Akuba, yeah, there. I'll put that in there. That other thing's dead, so we'll put the Akuba in there. That'll be a good thing to do. The yeah, this stuff has just been absolutely buzzing all day. Iriseum bowls mauve. We're going to get some of that for the back, maybe even 2 bits. We'll see where we can fit some though. Put the lavender in there just to get rid of the catmint. The catmint is in a pot. The eagle-eyed of you may have spotted it a minute ago by the step. But yeah, around here, so we've put that choisia in there. We've got rid of all the rose bay wellu herb, which is in the soil. Bit of lavender there. Happy days. So yeah, I think we're ready to go into the back garden. There's that catmint there, then the Peter. So I'll have to think what I want to do with that. I wonder if it will grow in a hanging basket. I have got a spare hanging basket. Could put it out the back. That'll stop the cats getting to it. Yeah. Anyway, let's go into the back garden and see what we can do. Okay, it's 5 to 8. I'm 7 beers in. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm in the hammock. Very peaceful. The crows have actually shut up as well, but I do need to tidy up and water everything. So this might be the last of it. It might not be, depending what happens goes on tomorrow. But essentially, I can't be asked to do the rest of it. Let's see what I've got left to do. I didn't bother with the landslide cracking the earth. Sorting that out. I didn't bother tidying anything up. I'll do that in a minute. But just to keep the Jurassic feel in and around here, there's a Dropsix Wallichiana to go in there in front of the Akuba. And then if we head over here, easier said than done. Got a couple of flowers which are doing really well, just perfect. Like, they're not overpowering, but the bees love them and they're just kind of coming through. We've got this one which is the Ragged Robin, and then we've got that one there which is the Red Campion. Very nice. Seems to do well here, so I've got a couple more there. There's a Ragged Robin in the grey pot and the other one there. We'll chuck them in there somewhere, basically, is the gist of that. Yeah, so that's probably about it for today. Just need to water, like I said. Might do a video tomorrow, might not. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. If not, see you in a second.